am clearly the diversity hire. I hit 2 check boxes. I'll let you decide which one that is. And no, I'm not one of the T's, so relax, okay? How's everybody doing? We're good. I'm excited to be here. I'm based out of LA, and I do a lot of traveling with comedy. Every time I travel, somebody's like, oh my God, you live in LA? How? It's getting so bad. I'm like, bitch, where have you been? Nobody has ever said, I need peace and tranquility. Let me move to fucking South Central, bitch. Like, it's been bad, you know? My mom called me the other day. She's like, Kalea, I want you to be careful. I was watching the news. There was a flash mob robbery in the Gucci store. Bitch, what does that have to do with me? Like, the most expensive thing I have on right now is a tampon, and that's a problem. That's crazy. I'm risking toxic shock as much as these things cost up in this bitch. I'm hour 7. You understand me? If I could just stand like this for 3 to 5 days, a bitch would, just real hard. Concentrate. Shit is crazy. They're doing these things in LA now called follow home robberies. Have y'all heard of this? They're like, no, because it's safe here. Congratulations. Listen, I'm purposely walking the streets at 2 a.m. tonight, and I don't care. I love it. So they're doing these things, follow home robberies. So somebody, you'll be in the store, like in the mall, like in a high-end store, like the Gucci store or something like that, and somebody will be watching you in the store. They will then follow you to your car, where they have a team of people who follow you home and rob you in your driveway, in your garage. Y'all are looking at me terrified. I didn't do it. I read about it on Facebook. I'm 30. So it's like when I'm hearing about these robberies, I'm like, I don't see how you could do, because as a black person, you can't follow me all the way home now. You understand me? I'm always looking behind me because there's weed in the car. I need to know. Like, is that a bike rack or is that the cops, nigga? Oh shit, put it in your coochie, bitch, that's the cops. Then when the cops drive by, you act like you ain't see him, you just start dancing and shit. He's still there? Shit, it's a red light? Follow home robberies. Listen, if I'm driving and you make the same 2 turns as me, I'm not going home anymore, nigga. I'm just going. I'm gonna let you pass me. I'm gonna follow you for a little bit, see who sent you. Make no sense. I got fired from Uber like that. That's a true story. Pre-pandemic, they were selective. Lady got in my car talking about she was late for work. I'm like, bitch, this Celica has been behind us for 2 miles. I don't know if it's you or me, but I'm gonna slow down. You can roll out, bitch, but we're not stopping. I owe people. You never know. Follow home robberies. That is absurd. That is absolutely crazy. I was visiting home. I'm originally from the Bay Area near San Francisco. I was doing some shows. I like to make some time, spend time with family while I'm doing shows up there. I'm with my dad. Now, I'm gonna start this off by, my dad is in his 70s. He's a black man, clearly. So he's pretty much, he doesn't like anybody anymore. Like, I told him I was going to Canada. He said, you be careful up there with them folk. I don't know who them folk is, but I think it's y'all. So we're in his truck, and he's going off because he thinks somebody been following him. Now, my dad, he won't say the N-word, but he says brother with such a hard B that I feel like sometimes he just should say nigga sometimes. So we in the car, and he's like, this bitch-ass brother been following me. You see that? I'm like, you called him a bitch. You could say nigga. So he mad, he going off, talking about he want to see what he talking about because he following him. I'm waiting for my dad to calm down because I'm looking at him. I'm like, bro, we are in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru. You are following the person in front of you. He's like, nah, he pulled in at the same time as me. I'm about to pull over and see what this brother talking about. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm thinking, there's about to be unnecessary violence. Because up until this point, I always thought my dad was very tough until that day. Because growing up, he used to tell me, yeah, I left North Carolina when I was 17. Moved to Oakland, joined the Black Panthers. That's where I met your mama. And he always rubbed his dick when he say, met your mama. You know? So I'm like, man, this man about to get his ass whooped. I'm hoping this guy just leaves Chick-fil-A. Of course, he pulls over, starts eating his food in the car. My dad looks at me like, see what I'm talking about? Come on, let's go. And I'm like, nigga, I am a lesbian. I'm not a boy. What you mean, come on? I'm not finna fight. I'm gonna get footage for TikTok. And then we'll see what happens from there. So my dad gets out the car and he does this move. He does the fight skip. Okay? Think about it. Remember back in those high school fights, the motherfucker that did this right here? Oh, they're winning the fight. You can't do the fight skip and not win the fight. My dad, a big dude, he light on his feet. I said, oh shit, daddy finna whoop this nigga ass. I pulled the phone out. My dad goes knocking on this man's window. They get into it. Dad gets knocked on his ass. I'm looking, because as a black person, I'm looking at the man who used to whoop my ass as a kid, just got his ass whooped. I'm like, I could have been whooping this nigga ass. I feel cheated. So then the dude sees me in the car, and he's like, what's up? He thinks I'm his son or some shit. So he starts walking towards the car. I didn't know what to do. I just stuck my titties out. I was like, Dad, oh my God, Dad. Dad. Got a tampon on right now. My dad got back in the car. I tried to lighten the mood a little bit. I was like, man, Dad, all that Black Panther training must have went out the window, huh? You forgot about that? He looked at me, he was like, Kalea, let me tell you about that. I was like, wait a second, nigga. What you mean? Because listen, I grew up around a lot of white people, so Black History Month, I was doing all the oral reports. And I used to brag on this man. I used to be like, oh, Martin Luther King is cool, nigga, but my daddy didn't turn no cheeks, you know? I used to brag. He was like, about that Black Panther stuff. When I left North Carolina and came to Oakland, I didn't realize, but them niggas really had guns. I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, I just support from a distance. I was like, what, are you a sports bra? What do you mean you support from a distance? He's like, I donate. I'm like, nigga, I've been bragging on you for 20 plus years and you out here handing out pamphlets, man, fuck you. You deserve to get your ass beat. My name is Kalea McNeill. You guys have a wonderful night. Give it up for your host and everybody else you see tonight. Thank you.